I'm Kristen Cockrell, and I'm a professor in interdisciplinary studies in the Department of Cultural, Gender, and Global Studies, and I'm a water policy analyst by training. We all need water every day.
Yeah.
In the East, there's just so much water. You can find it anywhere. It's a much bigger issue if you live in the desert.
You have found yourself in one of those situations, though, and you found stagnant water. What would you be worrying about disease-wise?
If I'm in a more urbanized area, my biggest concern, frankly, is going to be E. coli from dogs or birds.
Or cows?
Cows, if you're in an agricultural area.
Mm-hmm.
And anywhere in the U.S. anymore, Giardia. Most water has Giardia in it, but Giardia is not going to kill you. It'll make you sick, but it's not going to kill you. So drink it. I mean, not having water will kill you sooner than the Giardia. So.
Are there ways you can tell what's better, for, like in one sense than the other?
You can never tell if there's microbial issues. Frankly, water that is super crystal clear and has no signs of plant or bug life is not good water to drink, because that usually means that something can't live in it. You're in a non-urban setting where where you're just out hiking somewhere. A clean, crystal clear pool of water is something you should actually avoid. It often means there's high sulfur content, high arsenic content, and it's killed everything.
Even from springs, would there still be bugs
Yeah,
and
sure.
plants around?
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to tell if you've got a healthy water ecosystem, is if there are lots of bugs and algae and stuff in the water. Yeah, the more stuff in the water often is better.
If it's clear and there's no bugs, that's bad. If it's really murky and dirty and algae, you should still probably boil it, so you basically do the same things no matter what.
Well, so if it's crystal clear, yeah, I wouldn't drink it because it probably means that boiling, whatever's in there, boiling's not going to fix. If it's dirty, then frankly, depending on where I am, I would just drink it. If I'm desperate for water and I find a puddle that's full of mosquito larvae and muck, I'm going to drink it. Because probably the worst thing that's going to happen is I'm going to get Giardia.
And you can solve that later when you're better and
Exactly.
not dead from dehydration.
Exactly.
You said you did live in the desert area for a while, and over there water's pretty hard to come by or scarce. So how would you say water scarcity and shortage can lead to worsened poverty?
That's not that question, and I'll be honest, I don't know. All of my work is in the U.S., and so it's just not an issue. We don't have that issue here. Lack of water itself can lead to poverty because you can't stay as clean, or you're not getting enough water, which can have developmental issues.
So I said, in the United States, 44% of rivers, which are freshwater sources, are too polluted for swimming, drinking, or fishing. Why aren't there more facilities to desalinate seawater or draw fresh water from the ground as a solution to these losses?
First of all, those aren't solutions, and depending on where you are, those are both really, really bad ideas. There are no solutions to water management problems. People have to manage water, always. You can't ever say, oh, there, we fixed it, we're done, we can walk away, we don't have to think about it anymore. Number one use of water in the United States is to produce energy. So you've got this feedback loop of we're using more energy to get clean water, but energy requires a lot of clean water to function. So you also end up then with a lot of salt that you have to figure out what to do with. You have a waste product.
And then that ruins ecosystems.
And depending on where you put it, it has issues. The intake for a desal plant can be hard on local ecosystems. You always have issues. Same thing with groundwater withdrawal, right? Groundwater and surface water are connected. So if you have a river and you start pumping from here, that's going to have